7:33 right now. We have a nonprofit government watchdog group called OpenTheBooks.com that has found while many states have given voting rights to the formerly incarcerated, making millions of people now eligible to vote in this election, Tennessee continues to not do that. They say about 450,000 people are impacted.
So joining us right now this morning talking about this issue is Rachel O'Brien, breaking down the findings. And Rachel, real quick, when you talked about this story, tell us what was most surprising to you when it comes to voting, and especially as we consider that early voting is already underway.
Has the largest percentage of its population who cannot vote. So between 8 and 9% of the voting age population is disenfranchised because of a felony conviction. And the national average is just under 2%. So that's a huge percentage of the population in Tennessee. Black voters, 21% of black voters cannot vote. Again, that's the highest rate in the country. So Tennessee is one of 9 states that takes away the right to vote for not only people in prison, of course, but if you're on probation or parole, you completed your sentence, depending on the crime, you cannot vote again. And so 23 states now allow a person to vote once they're out of prison. So Tennessee is actually making it more difficult to regain your voter registration after you've served time for a felony. And so it's sort of going in the other direction of many states around the country.
Rachel, this lawsuit involving the governor, what does it claim?
Yeah, so this was a suit that was filed in 2020 by the NAACP. It claims that the law violates the National Voter Registration Act. It's still going on, the suit, but recently those plaintiffs had a bit of a victory. They had a district court agreed in April that the state's application process to possibly get your voter registration back, it does violate that act. And the court agreed to sort of stop the policy, but it was in the middle of this election cycle that we're in right now. So earlier this year, the Court of Appeals actually disagreed. In part, they said it's too close to the election. We're not going to pause this policy. So that's still in court. You know, the NAACP has called the state's process for getting your voting rights back. They called it a wild goose chase. So they sued the governor. They're hoping to get this right back for people who've been convicted of and served time for felonies.
All right, Rachel O'Brien, thank you so much. If you want to get some more details about this, you can head on over to OpenTheBooks.com.